Boom. Uh. Foxhill Dreams. That damn Alaskan. Dana G. Susie Brizuela. Kathleen Cross. The Trump Reaper. T. Karen Purdy from Newton Falls, Ohio. Johnny's 2 cents. Kathy Murphy. Scribble My Dibbles. Valerie G. Mia to you. Tracy M. Cha-Cha. Veronica Tello. And me, BDD in the Heezy. Watcher Soko. Monique Lee. Eddie G. Jamie from Wisconsin. Asmila J. Bernadette. Lucielle. Mytel Capelli. Linda K. Stephanie L. from Florida. Misha Oliver. Miami girl Tangi, long time no see. Patricia Haverkamp. Sarah B. Lisa Hathaway. Lee Saunders. Victorina. Jen Murphy. Gavin Rutherford. Julianne Gauthier, Lisa Strom, Melissa McQueen. Welcome everyone to another episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka BrooklynDad, and this is Storytime. Gling, gling. Happy Monday, everyone. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. Let me see. Did I miss anybody? I see Wilbur McCarthy is here. Winnie B. G is here. Kathy Murphy. Misha Oliver. I need to know, is that damn Alaskan? Is that Cindy? Cindy from Alaska? Is that Alaska Cindy? I need to know. Let's see. Bernadette. Emily C. is here. Ness from Connecticut. Samantha Hawkins. Paula Freitas. Okay, I think I got everybody. If I missed you, let me know. That is Cindy. You crazy, Cindy. Let's see. We got Harvey Little. Nina Christine Johnson is here with us. Welcome, you guys. All right. Yes, I did catch you, Cindy. All right. So let's jump into let's do a brief summary of our stories of the day. Stories of the day. Oh, damn. Wait a minute. Okay, so for those of you who are uninitiated to Storytime with BDD, at least once during the show, BDD realizes that there is one thing he forgot to update. In this instance, it was the stories of the day. So you will join me as I update these pictures and I pretend like this is all perfectly normal, because of course it is. Let's see, here we go. Boom. Let's see. Okay. Our first story of the day. Jail or no jail? Will Spanky McDumbass land in prison where he belongs? Stay tuned and we will discuss that. And I'm trying to drag this out here so I give myself some time to get these two more things up. Boom. And boom. Okay. Next up. They're bringing the big guns out for the gubernatorial campaigns heating up in Virginia and New Jersey. In our guessing game segment of the show, we have Name That Horror Movie Hero. Name that horror movie hero. And last but not least, straight out of a horror movie is today's You Raggedy Bish, Raggedy Don Jr. Gling, gling, gling. All right, so let's see. I didn't see any of your comments during that time. Is it really an option? Hell yeah, he needs to go to prison. You know, and I agree with you. But it's not up to me. If it was up to me, he'd already be serving a life sentence. So let's go ahead and jump onto the random part of the show. All right. This is the last time, I believe. I'm pretty sure this is the last time I am going to mention baseball for the remainder of 2021. It's not completely that I'm a sore loser. I like to believe that, I can take a loss, right? I could take it. I've taken it before. I'm a Knicks fan, okay? You can't be a Knicks fan and be unable to take a loss. However, oh, good Lord. This World Series is trying my patience. You had in the championship series, you had the Red Sox facing off against, against the Astros. Like the worst possible, worst case scenario. Who do you root for? I can't root for either of those teams. Well, between the two, the Houston Astros, they got to advance. Notice I didn't say the Houston Astros won. So, full disclosure, I am actually happy that the Astros, if I can be happy about that, I am kind of happy about the fact that they beat the Red Sox. Because the Yankees and the Red Sox, we have that bad blood that goes back decades. The Astros are just new in the party. The new snot-nosed kids on the block. And then, oh wait, let me go back. And then the thing that shocked everybody was that the Braves beat the Dodgers. The Dodgers were stacked. They're pitching and they're hitting. Whew! Oh well, it is what it is. So I will not be watching. I won't be watching the World Series unless they promise to have some fights break out every night. Then maybe. Hey, Wojo Mom, I see ya. And there's your boy Ken too. Did my beard grow over the weekend? I don't know. It does feel puffier, right? It does. Yeah. All right. Next up, fantasy football weekend. It's still going on for BDD. BDD has a chance to win. My opponent has one player, Tyler Lockett from Seattle Seahawks is playing tonight in tonight's game. I seem to have a bit of a lead. I won't call it comfortable, but it's almost 30 points. I'm knocking on wood. Keep your fingers crossed for me. Meanwhile, wifey no do so good. She actually lost her matchup 91-82. She had the 82. So I'm very not happy about that. But you win and you lose in this fantasy football. It's all just It's luck. It's mostly luck. You know, anybody who tells you they're good at fantasy football, that they're skilled at it, they're full of shit. They're skilled at lying to you. Halloween Kills. I told you guys, Robuddy and I were going to see Halloween Kills on Friday night, and watch it we did. It was like the worst horror movie I've seen in a very long time. And that's saying something, because I don't really have a whole hell of a lot of respect for the horror movies coming out of Hollywood these days. This one was bad. Oh my God, this was horrible. Horrible. At least 8 people in this movie had a gun pointing at Michael Myers' head. Didn't bother to pull the trigger. And then there was some kind of riot that happened in the middle of the movie that made absolutely no sense. This was a ridiculous movie. So just to give you a sense of perspective, I usually, if I don't like a movie, if I think it's bad, I give it about a 7. If I gave it a 6.5, it's garbage. I gave this a 2. Don't see it. Even if it comes on TV, don't waste your time. You know, it's a waste of time. Total waste of time. Disgusting. Meanwhile, Only Murders in the Building, fantastic. It's a fantastic show. It's a show on Hulu. You're going to invest about 9 half-hour episodes. It's great. It's funny. It takes place in my favorite city of all time, New York City. It's got 3 great actors in it and a great supporting cast. Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez. They were fantastic. My only complaint, which I tweeted about, is that you have a murderer in the building. Not one person looked through the peephole. Come on, man. No. New Yorkers, by default, look through that damn peephole. We do. Especially if there's a murderer in the vicinity. What? Please. And they didn't. Anyway. Saturday Night Live was pretty hilarious, considering, you know, it's usually hit or miss, right? But Jason Sudeikis, aka Mr. Ted Lasso, was the host of the show, and you know, he did a little good-natured ribbing of President Biden, because, you know, he used to portray Biden when he was on the show. So, you know, one thing I can guarantee is the ribbing that President Biden got on the show, you won't be hearing him. You won't be seeing any tweets from him complaining about it. None of that nonsense. He's got a sense of humor. This was a funny show. And speaking of funny show, there was a return to HBO of season 11 of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Curb Your Enthusiasm is one of those shows, it's rare. It's still going strong after 11 seasons. And when I say going strong, it's going strong. The humor is funny. The humor is funny. Yeah, the situations are funny. The plots are funny. The acting, you know, it's a tremendous show. Excuse me. Last night's first episode, season premiere episode, Larry David is dating Lucy Liu. Highly implausible scenario, but whatever. And he bumps into a glass door, and now she thinks he's feeble. He can't handle the smoke. And also, he agreed to attend a fake funeral for Albert Brooks, right? Albert Brooks is a comedian. He's kind of old. And he had this idea. He's like, you know what? I want to hear what people have to say about me at a funeral while I'm still alive. It's clever, right? And so Larry goes, and he opens up the closet and finds out that he's been a COVID hoarder. It's a funny show, man. Check this show out. Curb Your Enthusiasm comes on Sunday night at I want to say 11 p.m. Okay. And that's it. That's it for our random stuffs. And don't worry, I didn't spoil this show for you. There's so much more that's really funny in that show. Check it out. All right, it's time for our quick hits. Yeah, 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 you son of a bee. Oh, yeah, and Punxsutawney Mo points out, totally forgot to add that to the show. Gunther from Friends, you know, the guy with the short blonde hair who had a thing for Rachel, he died. I'm not sure if it was today or yesterday. He just recently passed away. It's sad. He was young. I think he was, what was he, 64 years old, maybe? Let's see, who, Gunther from Friends. Yeah, I think he was 64. Something is telling me that. All right, time for the quick hits. Brooklyn. Today, there were, it's 59. Damn, that's even younger. Shit. Gunther was 59. There was a protest. There were anti-vaxxer protests that originated in Brooklyn today over at the Barclays Center. Now, these are municipal workers, people who work for the city, protesting the fact that vaccines have been mandated. You know, you don't get the vax, you can't work. Simple as that. Get your vaccine. Be responsible. They're all, you know, clanging and beating drums and acting a fool. And they did cross the Brooklyn Bridge to, you know, share their idiocy with the rest of the city. Now, let me just play a brief clip for you and see if this reminds you of anything. This is the Barclays. It's disgusting. It's disgraceful. I especially hate to see my people of color involved in shit like this, you know, because it just helps to prove that, you know, you can be stupid. I mean, every race, every color, every ethnicity has its idiots, and that's, we are not exempt from it either. It just is disgusting. And I saw some comments, people talking about that these are QAnon. Let's see. Somebody said, Lee Saunders says, we're starting to get anti-mask, anti-vax protests outside schools now. It's all orchestrated QAnon crap through Facebook. I believe it. I also believe that quite a few of these people are paid actors. You know, they have that going on at the schools. There's paid actors showing up, wreaking havoc. That's all they want to do is havoc. Yeah. Scribble My Dibble points out, stand with Kyrie, idiots. This, I wish Kyrie Irving Mr. Responsible would step up and say something about this, because they're doing this in his name. It's ridiculous. The gubernatorial races are heating up, where in Virginia, it's a lot closer than New Jersey. So Virginia, I believe currently, Terry McAuliffe has a slim 2% lead on Glenn Youngkin. Meanwhile, in New Jersey, Phil Murphy has a 5% or better lead over Jack Shittarelli. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. Is it Shittarelli? Let me ask Marie from New Jersey. Marie from New Jersey, are you out here? I didn't see you in the sign in. Is that how we pronounce Jack's last name? Is it Shittarelli? If not, yep. She says yep. Okay, good. So here, why is this such a big deal? It's a very big deal because it's not a midterm, right? It's the year after the election, and typically the year after the election, in Virginia, the person who won the office, the opposite party wins the governorship in Virginia. So that's why they're bringing out the big guns like our President Obama.
Here we are trying to recover from a global pandemic that has killed more than 700,000 Americans.
700,000.
Shut down thousands of small businesses and put millions out of work. We don't have time to be wasting on these phony, trumped-up culture wars, this fake outrage that right-wing media peddles to juice their ratings. And the fact that he's willing to go along with it instead of talking about serious problems that actually affect serious people, that's a shame. That's not what this election's about. That's not what you need, Virginia. Instead of forcing our communities to cut back at a time when we're just starting to recover, we should be doing more to support people who are educating our kids and keeping our neighborhoods safe. Instead of spreading misinformation and disinformation about the last election, we should be trying to strengthen our democracy and make it easier for more people to vote in future elections.
That's right.
Instead of stoking anger aimed at school boards and administrators who are just trying to keep our kids safe, who are just doing their jobs, stoking anger to the point where some of them are actually getting death threats.
Disgusting.
We should be making it easier for teachers and schools to give our kids the world-class education they deserve and to do so safely while they're in the classroom.
That's President Obama, and of course, we love him, and Democrats everywhere love him, and that's why they're bringing out Obama. So right now, this on the screen here, it's showing the Virginia presidential election results over the years, going back to the year 2000. So 2000, 2004, Virginia was leaning Republican. But in recent elections, 2008, 2012, 2016, and 2020, all those years, the presidential elections in Virginia leaned Democratic, right? That was the result. Plus 10 for Joe Biden, plus 5 for Hillary Clinton, plus 4 and plus 6 for President Obama. Now, what I was saying before is the year after those elections, the trend is, and this is very unusual, the trend is if America elects a Republican, the very next year, Virginia elects a Democrat. Vice versa. If America elects a Democratic president, the very next year, Virginia elects a Republican. It's weird. The only time that didn't happen was in 2013. and that was for President Obama. So it remains to be seen if back in 2013, who won the election for governor? Terry McAuliffe. So if that trend continues in his favor, we hope, he'll be elected, and that'll be a good it'll be a good indicator of how our chances look for 2022. We shall see. The Northwest is experiencing some extreme weather in the form of a bomb cyclone. A bomb cyclone. What is a bomb cyclone? It's not a cyclone that looks like a bowling ball with a candle on top. No, it's not that. A bomb cyclone happens when a cold air mass collides with a warm air mass. It seems like that's all of the weather. All the weather is warm air hitting cold air. Anyway, but especially over warm ocean waters, that's when you get this severe weather. And so in the Northwest, that is what they're experiencing. I guess it's kind of like a nor'easter. It's very wet. Very wet. Those of you, if anybody was watching Sunday Night Football last night and watched the San Francisco 49ers against the Colts, that shit was soggy. That was a soggy ass game. But it's bad because California is experiencing a drought, and this weather is not helping the drought. It's just creating mudslides, rock slides, flash floods, as you can see in the picture here. The trucks driving through this crazy deep water. If you can, stay out of it. Avoid this, by all means, stay safe, you guys. And does anybody here remember the electric company? We're gonna turn it on. We're gonna bring you the power. We're gonna da 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 da. The electric company. Yeah. I remember this show when I was a kid. It was fantastic. This was starring some Morgan Freeman, Rita Moreno, and other people who shall not be named for the purpose of this bit. It was a fantastic cast, and it taught you how to read, and it taught you how to have fun with reading. Remember this thing? Doom, 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 doom. Shh. Ark. Shark. Da, da, da. Ark. Park. Da, da, da. Yeah. That was great. And they had things like Spidey. That was the first appearance of a live action Spider-Man. I think this was before that really crappy Spidey who appeared with the rope coming out of his wrist. That was crap. But yeah, it's fantastic. Today is their 50th year anniversary, their 50th birthday. So happy birthday to whatchamacall this thing? To Electric Company. And and that's it. That's it for our quick hits. Let's jump right on into our timeline, a cleanse. Timeline cleanse. Yeah, I do miss so the Electric Company is still on the air. It's on PBS. It's different though. It's just all these young kids doing it. I guess that's what they have to do. Timeline cleanse. All right. So for the first timeline cleanse, I'm going to do a little something different. Usually I have video clips. This one, this is a shout out to yesterday. Oh, damn. Hang on. So yesterday, hang on a second. Bum, 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 bum. Yesterday, I posted a tweet, and the tweet asked, whatever happened to the word Scram. Scram, you hear? Scram. you know, uh, is that just for grumpy old men, or is the word, or is it for gangsters from the '40s? And then I asked everybody, what are your favorite um, old timey words? And so people, jumped out and they made a whole lot of suggestions. There we go. Okay. Let's see. We have Balderdash. Everything's Jake. That means everything is cool. Flummoxed. Flummoxed. I think means I'm frustrated or confused. Skullduggery. I think skullduggery means tomfoolery, which also means shenanigans. Right on. Right on means that's solid, my brother. That means cool. Awesome. Um, gallivanting. You and your friends gallivanting around out there, just making tomfoolery and shenanigans. Whatchamacallit is the all-purpose word for what you can't remember the word of. Whatchamacallit. Egads! Egads is like Eureka or holy shit. Egads was the early version of holy shit, as is dag nabbit, and folderol. Folderol is like, it's like hullabaloo. What's all the hubbub, bub? What's the ruckus? what's all the clamoring? Let's see. Swell. Swell means good, great, awesome, but swell. Heavy, groovy, snazzy. Right on. Why do I have right on twice? Because it was that good. Skedaddle. I use that all the time. Skedaddle. Hey, listen, I got to skedaddle. I got to go. I got to scram. Kerfuffle is like falderall. It's like, what's all the hubbub? What's all the commotion? Cockamamie. Cockamamie, flim flam, poppycock, and nincompoop. Let's see. This is a good one. Susie Briswella says, piffle paffle. Ooh, I need to use that now. Piffle paffle, because I do love some alliteration. And so I also thought, damn it, my show is unorganized today. All right. Anyway, that's it for the old-timey words. I hope you get to incorporate some of those in your day-to-day. Next up, instead of saying I gotta scram or I gotta skedaddle, I used to say I gotta bounce. I don't mean this kind of bouncing, though. Because this kind of bouncing, while it looks like it might be fun, it also might be kind of dangerous, because that's a whole lot of bounce. Phew! That person was doing somersaults. Puxatani Mo, blow this popsicle stand. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's not me. That's not me. But also looks like fun, but not for me. All right, and last but not least, they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So, what I would like for you to behold is some beauty. He's calling it street art graffiti. It's somebody taking the landscape around them, the bushes, the trees, and creating art to go with it. This is cool as hell. Uh, uh. Do you see how the art is interacting with the foliage around? It's so clever. It's a fantastic idea. And the execution is perfect. Chef's kiss. Yeah, it is really innovative indeed. And it's all very different too. Different faces, different treatments. It's beautiful. And it's Black 730. Black SE7EN30 on TikTok, in case you were interested. Uh, uh. As Smila J says, you can follow Street Art Topic in Twitter. That's how she's seen those. She loves this art. Very good. Thank you for the suggestion, Asmila J. Street Art Topic. Follow that on Twitter. Very good. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for our timeline cleanse. I believe, unless somebody has more information, Trump Reaper wants to know if it's all done by one dude. As far as I'm concerned, what we saw in that clip is done by one dude. Maybe he's working with a team. I'm not sure. I don't have that info. Okay, so now it's time for our main topic, prison or no prison. So for many of us, the last 4 years in America were a complete horror show. We watched in horror as Trump continued to get away with breaking laws and not being held accountable for them. You know, it's like the monster movie, right? Where the good guy knocks the monster down or knocks the bad guy down, but doesn't kill him, right? He'll turn around to make a sandwich, or hug and kiss his lady love, but will not focus on finishing off the bad guy. Nah, always lets him get up and create more trouble for him. So much of American pop culture has been centered around the idea of him eventually facing consequences. Not just memes and late night TV like this picture here. This is from the Stephen Colbert Show holding a tiny miniature set of handcuffs for Spanky McDumbass. But everybody has gotten in on it. Here's a clip from South Park where they show Spanky McDumbass wearing some handcuffs. And it's not like the effort to hold Trump accountable hasn't been made. It's not for lack of trying. We have tried over the years. It's just been a lackluster effort. There was the Mueller report, which got whittled down eventually by Bill Barr to nothing. There were numerous whistleblowers who stepped forward, one of whom became the basis for, you guys. You guys remember this picture? Of course you do. This was the very first page of The Littlest President, which may or may not have been inspired by this. This was the first picture that I always had in my brain from the day I said, you know what, I'm going to do a book. This was that picture. I said, and there were whistleblowers that stepped forward, to tell about the whole Ukraine deal. And that started the first impeachment hearing, of which there could have been several. There could have been way more than just two. There shouldn't have had to be more than two. There shouldn't have had to be more than one. And so obviously this scene right there, this page, the end of The Littlest President, this is where all of us are hoping beyond hope that this is where the legal proceedings are headed, towards him walking down the aisle of a courtroom, disgraced and sentenced to bare minimum 10 years. I know a lot of you are like, oh, it should be for 100 years. No, I mean, let's be realistic. If he does some time, it'll probably be around the 5 to 7 year range. I'm thinking, it should be more. Don't get me wrong. It should be more, but realistically, I think the most we can probably hope for is like 5 to 7 years, because seriously, he has done enough to warrant being in prison, with all of his financial shenanigans, with the coup attempt, which we've learned recently. We have recently learned, yeah, the fix was in. Here's the problem. The problem is that we have Merrick Garland pushing this boat forward. President Biden has sworn, or he has assured everybody, that the Department of Justice is going to operate independently of him, which is how it should operate, right? You shouldn't have a president meddling in the affairs of the Department of Justice, going after his or her perceived enemies. However, there's a reason President Biden picked this guy, picked Merrick Garland. And I believe that reason is that deep down, I think President Biden does not believe that a former president should go to jail. That's what I believe. That's not my belief. That's what I believe President Biden believes. I think when he looks at Congress, his brain is still seeing Congress as how it was when he was first coming up, back when Democrats and Republicans could still talk. They hated each other, but they would still discuss things, and they would still be somewhat reasonable about moving forward. Yeah, so I think Merrick Garland supports President Biden's view of how government should be. That you're not supposed to arrest and jail a president. Forget about the fact that there was never, ever before a president as horrible, as horrendous, as damaging to our democracy as Spanky McDumbass. There's never, ever been one in our history like that before. So yeah, maybe look at it this way. All right, it's almost the end of 2021. If Democrats get clobbered in if we get clobbered in 2022 in the Senate and in the House, we don't have control of the Senate or the House anymore. Which we can't get that much done, which means, not unlike John Gotti, who was known as, Teflon Don, Spanky McDumbass might get away. We have 1 year, basically, 1 year to sink some legal teeth into Spanky McDumbass. And there's lots of things to sink our teeth into. It's all up to the DOJ, and it's up to them to be able to follow through with these leads that we're all seeing. And here's another part of the problem. Instead of these things happening behind the scenes, we are witnessing the making of the sausage. Everybody loves how sausage tastes. Nobody wants to see how it's made, right? So we have all these expectations. These expectations are already baked in from the minute President Biden won. We were like, yes, now lock that motherfucker up. Everybody was thinking that. This exclusive that came out of Rolling Stone last night said the January 6th protest organizers say they participated in dozens of planning meetings with members of Congress and the White House staff. Which members of Congress? All the ones you know. Lauren Boebert, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Paul Gosar, Mo Brooks, Andy Biggs, Louis Gohmert, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Then there was that other thing that came out from the Washington Post about the Willard Hotel and how the Willard Hotel was serving as the command center, the coup command center for Trump and Trump's ambition to undo or overthrow the election results. And they have pictures of that guy, John Eastman, who wrote the memo, and the memo saying how they could do this, how they could overthrow the results with the help of Mike Pence. And there's Giuliani probably dripping some more shoe polish on himself. We have subpoenas galore going out to all these different people, including Mark Meadows, including Steve Bannon, all of the main players. And so we're sitting here thinking to ourselves, hey, what's taking so long? Why isn't Trump in jail now? To which, if you were to tweet that, you get a lot of these, actually, the process of the law is very time consuming. And if you look at Watergate took years to prosecute and blah, 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 blah. And there, thank you, Small Fry Punk is saying they will run out the clock. And so unfortunately, that's what I fear is happening. I feel like the clock is being run out. I don't feel like there's really any appetite. I don't feel like there's any appetite whatsoever to really go after Trump. There's so many. You still have the investigations going on in New York. You got the investigations going on in Georgia, right? But does anybody really want to go after this vindictive son of a bitch? This guy who is petty as Fahizi? With the risk that by 2022, you might have no power and no ability to protect yourselves. And then the GOP, they have no problem in going down that road. They have no problem opening up a dozen Benghazi investigations of nothingness. They cannot wait to open up a bunch of investigations on Hunter Biden's laptop, just, for nothing. Or Eric Swalwell, or Adam Schiff, or Maxine Waters. I'm telling you, if we don't, they say use it or lose it. We have the power now. We should freaking use this shit. Not for any vindictive or petty purposes, but primarily because January 6th was obscene. It should never have happened. And you have people who have been talked up, misinformed, disinformed, incited to such a degree. That's why January 6th happened. And that's why it can happen again. Let's say we don't lose in 2022. Let's say we do. Let's say we win. Let's say we run the table. Let's say it makes 2018's blue wave look like a drizzle. Let's say 2022, we run the table. We win every winnable race. We get a commanding margin of victory in the Senate now. Let's say 55, 56, to 44 or whatever, or 45. Let's say that happens. Let's say we gain 20 more seats in the House. Huh? What are they going to do on the other side? They're going to say, it was rigged. It's fake news. The election was rigged. They stole it. More big lie. More big lie. So, yeah, do I think he should be in prison? Absolutely. He needs to be in prison because he's going to keep stoking the big lie and the mistrust in our electoral system until there's nothing left. So, I think we should prepare ourselves, though, mentally and emotionally. Look at this clear-eyed. I want you guys, I don't want to sell you guys anything. I don't want to sell you my hopes and dreams. You know what my hopes and dreams are. They're the same as yours. We want to see this motherfucker behind bars. But I want to be straight up with you, too. And straight up, it doesn't look like it's going that way. It doesn't look like it. I hope I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. We shall see. Okay. now that I've bummed you all out with a dose of realism, here's my favorite part of the show. It's the guessing game. Name that horror movie hero. Oh, hang on a second. And media source. Boy, I was completely not ready for today's show. Spooky. Add this. Hang on a second. Loop. Do that. We're going to browse. And here we go. Okay, so how this game works, most of you know already, I am going to show you something that looks like a scene from a movie that you've seen. And what you are going to do is you're going to identify. How's that? Still too loud? Is that better? I've turned it all the way down. All right, the video's quiet, but the music is loud. Good now? Okay. Too low? Okay. So I'm going to show you a picture of someone who has been in a horror movie, but who is like the hero of the story, right? The person who doesn't get killed, who survives to go into the sequel. And you are going to identify that actor / actress. Okay? So, here's the first one. Here we go. Yeah, it is a little bit more difficult. Yeah, because you guys are smart. You're very smart. You're good at this stuffs. Okay, so not looking for the name of the movie. Want the name of the actor. The actor. Okay. All right. We were looking for Roy Scheider from Jaws. And let's see. Again, I know I'm showing the name of the movie. I don't want the name of the movie. I want the name of the actor. So, let's see. Who do I have here? Tracy M. Lee Saunders. Veronica Tello. Scribble My Dibbles. Eddie G. Marie from New Jersey. Small Fry Punk. Mrs. Mia Mia to You. Susie Brizuela. The Trump Reaper. Sylvia Correa. Maital Cabelli. Michelle Bookout. Samantha Hawkins. Deb B. Lisa Straw. Walter Socko. Valerie G. Laurie B. Lisa Hathaway. Misha Oliver. Very good, you guys. Okay, here's the next one. Frankly, I will be 1,000,000% stunned if even one person guesses who this is. This is actually a famous movie, and this is actually a series. There are multiple sequels to this movie. Damn. I stand corrected. Yes, I was looking for Bruce Campbell from The Evil Dead. And let's see, who do we have here at the top? Well, you guys are good. Really good. We got Michelle Bookout at the top, followed by Maital Cabelli, Tracy M, Punxsutawney Mo, Mia Mia to You. Let's see. Deb B, Susie Brizuela, Jen and Fat Tony, Samantha Hawkins. How? I didn't. Okay. Let's see. The Watcher Socko, Lisa Hathaway, Ness from Connecticut. Okay. Very good, you guys. Here's the next one. Name this actor. I should say actress. Actress, actor. It's all the same. I'm looking for Grape right now. Grape. This one, maybe not so easy. That's good. Sticky too. Sticky. Okay. We're looking for Naomi Watts from The Ring. It's excellent video. Like if you watch the excellent movie, if you watch this video, you have 7 days. You get a phone call. Somebody tells you 7 days. And you have 7 days to live. At the top here, we have Eddie G, followed by Jen and Fat Tony, Maital Cabelli, who apparently is a horror movie buff, Mrs. Mia Mia to You, Sylvia Correa, Susie Brizuela, Misha Oliver, Tracy M, Lee Saunders, Watcher Socko, Karen Purdy, Cindy C, Lisa Hathaway, Samantha Hawkins, Monique Lee, Deb B. Very good, you guys. Okay. Next up. Who is this individual with the nifty shades? Jennifer Tony, this is grape. It's grape. It's delicious. It's quite delicious. It's my third one today. Third grape of the day. It's so good. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to say, if you want to guess, well, no, I do need the name of the actor. But, you know, if you want to guess the name of the movie too, you know, you can. You can also. Also, in addition, you need the name of the actor. Okay. I was looking for Rowdy Roddy Piper from the movie They Live. This is a fantastic movie. I mean, it's basically, you see those shades he's got on? When you put the shades on, you can see reality as it really is. And you can see, like, on billboards, for instance, it'll say, like, obey or consume. And some people that are living amongst you, they're aliens. It's a crazy movie. At the top here, we got Tracy M, followed by Punxsutawney Mo, Susie Brizuela, Monique Lee, Samantha Hawkins. Nope, it's not Opie Cunningham. Michelle Bookout, The Trump Reaper, Veronica Tello, Ness from Connecticut, Cindy C, Lisa Hathaway. Okay, very good, you guys. Very good. Who's next here? Let's see. This one. Who is this one? In the black and white. It's an oldie but goodie. Blah, blah. Okay, I see this one is not fooling anyone. Blah. We're looking for Jamie Lee Curtis from Halloween. The original one was good. Okay, let's see. Misha Oliver says, I don't know any of these. Hang in there. You're going to know one of them. You're going to know one. Eddie G, at the top here, we got Eddie G, Sylvia Correa, Tracy M, Susie Brizuela, Lee Saunders, Misha Oliver. Ha! See what I mean? Jen and Fat Tony, Cha Cha, Mrs. Mia Mia to you, Veronica Tello, Scribble My Dibbles, that damn Alaskan. Maital Cabelli, Cindy C, Monique Lee, Laurie B, Gavin Rutherford, Sylvia Correa, Ness from Connecticut, Karen Birdie, Valerie G, Samantha Hawkins, Deb B, Watcher Soko. Very good, you guys. Okay. Let's keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Here's the next one. Boom. Boom. Who is this one? As Mila J says, BDD just reminded me she has a half-eaten lollipop somewhere in her room. Oh, Lord, that's how she's going to get ants. Yeah, that's how you get ants, indeed. That's a funny line from Archer, one of my favorite cartoons. Okay, we were looking for Vera Farmiga, and this particular movie was The Conjuring. It's a series. At the top here, we got Lee Saunders, Eddie G, Monique Lee, Mia Mia to you, Tracy M, Sylvia Correa, Jen and Fat Tony, Samantha Hawkins, Lucy L, Ness from Connecticut, Susie Brizuela, Veronica Tello, Watcher Soko, Jen and Fat Tony, yeah. Wilbur McCarthy. Okay, very good, you guys. Very good. Next up, let's get it. Let's get it. One of my all-time faves, this one. Scribble my dibbles. I definitely expect to see your answer here. Yeah. You've been quiet, but you better know this one. Can you help an old altar boy father? Yeah. That's right. Okay. I'm going to move, and who we were looking for is Jason Miller from the classic horror movie, The Exorcist. And who else do we have here? The Trump Reaper. Scribble, you got the right movie, but I'm looking for the name of the actor. Deb B says the priest from The Exorcist. Yes, Veronica Tello. There you go. There's a Veronica Tello. This one was tough. This one was tough because he's not famous. He's not famous aside from this movie. Deb B, got you there. Demi, why you do this to me, Demi? Demi, why you do this to me, Demi? Okay. Scary movie. Anytime I watch a shit movie, this shit horror movie, I do check in on The Exorcist. This is real movie making. Okay, who's this? Next one. This one right here. This one in the blue shirt. In the blue shirt. This, by the way, this young man by now is famous. He's been in movies. Multiple movies. Some of you might recognize him from a Marvel movie, even. Okay, so we were looking for Daniel Kaluuya from the movie Get Out. Get Out! Get Out. Daniel Kaluuya. And let's see. Yes, Scribble, we did see the Exorcist in the drive-in when I might have been 5. You were probably 4. We saw the Exorcist. Yeah. Let's see. Tracy M. Eddie G. Let's see. Gavin Rutherford says, "Nay idea, laddie." Maital Cabelli. Mia to you. Samantha Hawkins. A black man. Yeah, he is. Yeah, what was the give? What gave it away? Veronica Tello. Cha Cha. Oh yeah, that's right. He won an Oscar, I think. He won an Oscar. Monique Lee, Laurie B. Okay. Very good, you guys. Let's see. Let's move it on right now. Let's see. Who is this? Who is this? And thank you, your boy Ken, for the reminder to don't forget to smash the like button. Don't forget to smash like button. I suppose, Lee Saunders, if you'd like a half credit for guessing the film. Everybody here, by the way, did guess that it was Get Out. Most of you did guess it. That last one was Get Out. And I'm seeing the names of these movies, but I am pressing you guys because this audience, you guys are very clever. I have to up my game. I have to up it. Let's see. So yes. Okay, I see. I have not gotten this one past you. We're looking for Emily Blunt, and this was the movie A Quiet Place. That was good. That was really good. At the top, we have Lee Saunders, Eddie G, Sylvia Correa, Veronica Tello, Tracy M, Cindy C, Maital Cabelli, Susie Brizuela, Cha-Cha, Marie from New Jersey, Mrs. Mia Mia to you, the Trump Reaper, says Emily Marijuana Cigar. Oh! It's good. Lucy L, Samantha Hawkins, Laurie B, Jen and Fat Tony, Lisa Straw, Misha Oliver, Susan Brizuela, Monique Lee. Okay, last one, you guys. Here's the last one. Serving it up now. Who is this person? Okay. We're looking for Mila Jovovich from the movie Resident Evil, which is like, it's up to like number 6 or 7. Something. There's a lot of them. At the top, we have Eddie G, Jen and Fat Tony, Mrs. Mia Mia to you, Leah Saunders, Maitel Cabelli, Tracy M, Veronica Tello, Sylvia Correa, Marie from New Jersey, Ness from Connecticut, Misha Oliver, Susie Brizuela, Monique Lee, Sylvia, Lucy L, Watcher Soko, the Trump Reaper, Samantha Hawkins, Cindy C, Michelle, Marie from Gavin Rutherford said Jehovah Witch. Deb B, Lisa Hathaway. Very good, you guys. Very good. Okay, this one was a tough one, and you guys were game, and I do appreciate you for that. You guys are always game. And last but not least, let's jump into You Raggedy Bish. And lo and behold, today's You Raggedy Bish is the guy you see on the screen behind the GG right now. It is none other than Donald Trump Jr. Donald Trump Jr., without saying a single word, he is automatically a raggedy bitch because he's already shown how raggedy he is. However, most of Hollywood, all of Hollywood, and a large portion of the nation has been in shock over a recent accidental death caused by Alec Baldwin. And so this jackbucket promotes a t-shirt saying, "Guns don't kill people. Alec Baldwin kills people." I mean, you really have to dig deep to be this depraved. You have a family that is reeling from the loss of their wife, their mother, their sister. I'm stunned. I'm stunned that nobody in Don Jr.'s corner said, "Hey, dude, it's not good. It's not good. It's not a good look." Not one person. Not one person. Maybe it's one person. Maybe because after the fact, he did quietly take it down. But if your instinct is to use somebody's suffering and misery as a way to A, make money, and B, strike out at your political enemies because he made fun of your dad, that's terrible. It's terrible. You want to punch? You want to punch at Alec Baldwin? Do it. Do it. Use your Twitter feed, use your Instagram feed to put up nasty pictures of him or whatever. But you want to include somebody who just died in that? Dude. God damn. It's a raggedy ass bitch thing to do. You raggedy motherfucking bitch. I think I've dropped about 5 F-bombs today. I am kind of keeping track. Where is that coming from? Yep. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you for joining me for another wonderful episode of Storytime with BDD. I got time for one question because I've run overtime as usual. One question. One. Okay. It's going to be 2 because Lee Saunders has asked me a yes or no question. BDD, did you see MTG's long thread on AOC? No, I did not. I suppose I should check it out. Oh, Veronica Tello, thank you, my friend, for sending Pikachu to rub his cheeks, and thank you for that donation. Thank you. No, I haven't seen it, but I guess I will check it out now. La da 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 da. Jen and Fat Tony have what could potentially be a very controversial question. It is BDD, best Halloween candy. Oh, actually, not really. I will say this. I do enjoy candy corn a great deal. I like candy corn. I don't know, it gets such a bad rap, but that's not my favorite though. The best Halloween candy for me, Reese's Cups, chocolate, peanut butter. Can't go wrong. Chocolate and peanut butter. Reese's Cups, final answer. But yeah, I do like me some candy corn. I don't don't see what the problem is. But BDD, it's not candy, it's wax. What's wrong with you? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, today is Miss Monique Lee's mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom, to you. Happy birthday, Monique's mom. Happy birthday to your mom, Monique. And okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me for another wonderful episode of Storytime with BDD. Please make sure, if you haven't already gotten your vaccine, please get your shot. Wear a mask. Keep your social distance. 6 feet or better. And have a lovely, relaxing evening. I will not be here tomorrow. Most likely I'll be out buying up all the candy corn I can possibly buy, and I will hoard it. Be a candy corn hoarder. No. I won't be here tomorrow. I'll be here Wednesday, same time, same place. I love you all. Peace. Hey, hey. Boom. Hey! The Trump Reaper says, no trolls today. They are getting afraid of us bloodthirsty mods. Nice. Nice. Yeah, because you guys are fast. You guys are fast. Why does candy corn get such a bad rap? Let me hear from somebody who hates candy corn. Where is the candy corn hate coming from? Hey! Thank you, Lisa Straw. Mrs. Mia to you says, it's wax. Like 7 X's. It's wax. Tracy M says, it's gross. Hey! The Trump Reaper says, I like chewing wax. Punxsutawney Mo says, I hate wax-flavored wax. T says, tastes like pure sugar with gross texture. Jen and Fatoni says, candy corn rules. Here's one more from Lisa Straw. She says, candy corn sticks in your teeth and tastes like a candle. That's why. That's the definitive answer. That's why. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for a fun, entertaining episode of Storytime with BDD. I love you guys, but it is that time. You need to leave.